Alright, and we are live! Welcome to Lister's channel. I am a person who goes by the name Listers. Here with me today is Hawk Greg.
I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, although Hawk Greg does not have an image on the screen, that's because we are not using Discord.
We're in the same room.
Yep.
Ooh, spooky. Right. Why the fuck you want to farm shrimp?
Okay, right. I have legitimately put thought into the idea of what if owning land, right? How would I get protein, right? So this is an obvious starting point. A lot of people just think chickens and then they're done. But Svegan, for me, I like seafood, right?
Yeah,
and the idea of raising fish, I have thought about. It's a bit too hard. I don't have I would almost never have the land requirements for fish. However, shrimp. You see people raise lobsters in tanks, right? Lobsters, the swinging, too big. But shrimp, I could easily grow small amounts of shrimp to supplement my diet for. If I had a small shrimp pool and I dug a small pond, and if I was able, Svegan, the idea that the land could be, developed to feed a small family of shrimp that would not be too much. I wouldn't get a ton of stuff out of it, but I would get Svegan, the meal a month kind of thing that you get from like chickens. And the reason why, they're a lot more dense in protein.
Hello. I have a gun for you.
Oh, thank you.
I stole it from a cop.
Wow.
I murked him. In the gun magazine. I need to go give another gun to one of our dealers because I killed 2 cops.
Oh, okay. Oh,
They were chasing me. I murked them.
Jeez, yeah, that's saying. I didn't think I didn't think we'd have that many run-ins with the.
Look, I keep having run-ins with the Popo, and I have an actually good gun now. So I'm going to use this M1911 to pop cops and enemy dealers that I keep finding. Speaking of enemy dealers, I'm also on the search for red graffiti, so I can get rid of all of that as well.
I found some.
Marvellous! I'm just gonna get some spray and start cleaning graffiti off. We are working towards eliminating lots of enemy influence.
Yeah, I'm still very tempted to call them the Bingus family.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's like Snag, technically they're it's written Benzies, right? There's a surname in Scotland with Mingus. Bingus.
I mean, fair. The problem is, every time I hear that, I'm just thinking immediately Bingus, and I'm immediately thinking of the pink cat from Marathon. Is its name Bingus? No, but the community has called it Bingus. The person that's supposed to be working at a fucking gas station ain't here. Go to work.
Smeggin.
But we coped off ahead on the cocaine that I sell.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's technically our fault.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Not reach the sprinkler nozzle. There it is. Yeah. Anyone astute, and probably who has read the title of the video, may realise that these are not lettuce plants. These are sugar plants. These are sugarcane.
Yes.
The intention today is that we will become sugar processors. And I know that we used to make rock candy, but we made rock candy already, which is slightly easier to make, but doesn't sell as well in the streets. You sell people pure candy. Now that's how people do it.
That's how you get the money in.
Yeah.
Admittedly, the candy sell. The pure sugar does sell, but I might need to make some alterations, make some more adulterated sugar. Just so it'll sell for more.
Yeah.
because the actual making of it isn't difficult. It's just Frankenstein.
Yeah. Of course. This is also. I haven't actually been playing this game since the last time we played. So, I have no idea how to farm sugar other than what I have already done.
That first step is you get seeds from contacting what's his Salvador Moreno. He gives you dead drops for sugar.
Okay. Harvesting the leaves, which is where the sugar is stored.
Yes. Whoa.
Oh, apologies.
Allow me a moment. Back in the moment. No. Keep it going. Back soon. Hello.
Take ground. Poland. Sorry, Hawkwreck has left his thing on. Just gonna double check, test something. It does come up. Yeah, just in case, because we don't seem to have full. There's less in there. I guess I should phone Mr. Salvador. Yeah, I know that it says chocolate seeds there, but I swear it's I swear that this is in fact sugar that we are creating. You'll see that when it is done. Oh, it's a tobacco pipe. Ask. Yo, Benji. I need some money. Now, if you remember last episode, Benji is our lettuce salesman. He goes around and he sells people lettuce. However, today we are selling things far less healthy. Both this town are going to have rotten teeth by the end of this. That being said, with the amount of the amount of rock candy that Smeg and Hawkwreck has been selling, they probably already have rotten teeth. Oh yeah, Salvador Sand. I have an order limit. 3 hours, I think. Leaf. Yeah, no problem. I'm hanging the leaves out to dry so that we can crush them into sugar.
Oh God.
That's his sugar one. No, it'll be a while before I can grab as much Smeggin thing as I need. So I'm to actually. There's a ton of these. I'm going to give these to Benji. I should not give unpackaged lettuce to Benji. Appreciate it.
I mean, the dealers can pack.
Not individually. I think that still needs to be in a jar or a baggie.
I mean, best way to figure that out is if you go to Benji and if he just has a brick of cocaine still, as opposed to him breaking it down.
Eels, Swind. Oh, Benji. Nope, he has rock candy and some.
Yeah. Or about to dealers break the stuff down.
Yeah. It's that if I don't have it in a baggie here.
What I'm saying is that the dealers pack stuff for you.
They don't pack things for you.
Right. One thing at a time, I'm dealing with some.
Or okay. Will those grow? Do you mind if I just use the planters for some lettuce?
Perhaps.
So if the police come in trying to enforce dietary regulations on us, how how much trouble do we get in if we resist?
Oh, do you mean if you? No, can't think of a euphemism. Do you mean if you shoot them?
Yes.
Yeah, you become wanted dead or alive, but if you hide long enough, it becomes irrelevant.
Ah, okay. GTA rules then.
I was like, nah, I can't think of a cute way to be like, no, you just shoot them and they die. Oh, policeman.
Thank you for the all clear, officer. Despite the fact that I'm clearly not all clear. There we go.
Now I'm under arrest because I lightly grazed the back of the fucking top cat. Ever control. I'd rather they didn't. A simple take off. From now.
Alleyway behind.
My gun better than your gun. Take your ammo.
Sugar looms. Oh, right, no, that's the wrong guy. I'm gonna say it's like that stash isn't his stash. Heard a guy shooting at. Ghost.
If people start shooting at you and they're green, shoot back.
Pulse nearby.
You got arrested.
Yep, that was Smegan arrested with 7 leaves on me.
What kind of leaf?
Coco.
Oh,
Oh, wait, okay. For some odd reason, they didn't confiscate it from me.
good.
Didn't even confiscate my gun.
Well, in this world, firearms are presumably legal.
Yeah. How odd.
Which is hilarious because in a lot of ways I feel that parts of this are weirdly UK coded.
Yeah. I don't know precisely where this is set. Okay, I have no idea how to process the sugar.
Oh, the coca leaf.
Yeah,
You bring that to me.
cocoa.
Because I put it in this wonderful, magical tub that I then fill with gasoline.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
This is what everybody. This is what your fast food's made out of.
Gasoline.
Sugar leaf and gasoline. Like, you know, it's making some ways counted as a cake in Ireland because it contains so much sugar. Apologies if the stream has just crashed. I had to plug my laptop in there because whoops, I forgot to make sure it was plugged in. Okay. Right. We still have jars of lettuce. What I like doing is simply producing an absolute ton of lettuce. I'm going to grow more lettuce instead of going straight for the sugar because, quite frankly, I want to go for some of my supply first, at least. Then I need to clean up this place because
It is on there.
it is. Yeah, I assume that the warehouse that you're in it's not the biggest in the game.
I thought that.
I thought that was where
So
you.
now I'm thinking, what properties have I bought? Sweatshop, we have the bungalow, we have the laundromat. I can check that when songs back up.
I remember you did before we lost our save.
Yes, but obviously this is a more different to say.
Yes. Oh, I do not have the do not have the fertilizer. It's too late to buy more.
That explains to a degree why this game is somewhat brick coded. Not fully, but somewhat.
Hmm?
The dev's Australian.
Ah. Man, Hatman's chunks sold for a lot.
It did. Well, Hatman's Chong was also pretty young than me.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Addictive is 40%. Okay. And you can get methamphetamine for less. Yeah, standard meth is 60% addictive, huh?
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, the lettuce that I grow, 0% addictiveness. It is healthy for you. Usually when I play this game, I don't. I usually buy the really stuff. To the bunk. 4 a.m. and I must sleep. Doesn't even count the smegging lettuce I sold. Well, we have slightly inferior lettuce.
That can be resolved by drying it out. Right?
Yeah, I was going to say, at this point, the lettuce is more. I think we should finish our stock of lettuce.
Oh?
If we want to grow more,
I think that if we want to grow more than realistically, what we should be doing is expanding our footprint. As opposed to just focusing on one, especially since you like making the lettuce.
yeah,
So we can increase the amount of space that we have and work with that.
it is one of those things. If technically we like the sugar we are meant to cooperate in producing, so that's why. And I just made inferior swinging to whether it can go to Benji. Swinging was on autopilot for a minute there. Benji, have 4 of these. So Benji, please. Okay, where is that other bedrock? It's at the other side of town.
Can you have leaves?
They're finished drying.
Ah.
Just- Okay. It's my church. Okay. Side. Oh, right, okay. Now, want this guy's car. Casino. I've been in the casino. Apparently it opens quite late.
Oh, Ben's in top. Goodbye, Ben.
Oh wow, I know very little probably of their influence in the dogs anymore.
Hmm? Legalized ranch.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's amused me. Just look. Ah,
Ah,
did you? Yeah.
yeah,
Obviously not on screen. You did. I wasn't aware that random lightning strikes could hit the police.
yeah, me or
Hmm. I just saw that with my own two eyes. Just a pair of coppers getting zapped.
yeah. The unfortunate thing is I wasn't able to capture it on stream because that happened on Hogvic's screen.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was fucking funny, is what that was.
I don't need to jar these things. I can pop them to a brick. Give people bricks of lettuce. Do you have to jar them brick?
No, don't need to jar the brick.
Nope.
Think of the jar like think of a brick like 4 jars in 1 unit.
Alright, okay.
Which then the dealer can then divvy up. In smaller quantities for people at home to enjoy.
Small jars. So, this works as I.
Also just
Ah, okay, that's why there's still more here. Put the leaves on a shelf.
Ah, your Benzie. Panda. Get got. Oh, I see you, fucker. Absolutely not.
Ah.
Nice bulletproof vest. Get shot.
Oh, nice.
Boom. Headshot.
Westrel is ours. You are the sole agricultural supplier in Westville.
Yeah, I saw them trying to put up spray paint advertising. Guerrilla marketing. And then I shot him in the head.
Yep.
What are they trying to sell candy on my street? Need to learn some fucking economics.
Our market. People here eat our lettuce, and our sugar supplies, and our candy. Yeah, if you're wondering where the them leaves are, they're on.
At the bungalow?
Yeah. Yeah, they're on they're on the jar shelf.
Okay. Turning off to come bring them. Needing to do laundry.
Okay. Also do some more. Don't actually have much physical money on me, so can't pay the quarters in the yeah. They still use quarters in Smeggy American Laundry.
They do.
It's like, you know, I saw a laundromat for the first time in Dundee at some point recently. Like, and so I was like, oh right, okay, these things do exist in Scotland, and like, you know, Smegin. I didn't go in because I was busy. Like, but Smegin, like, you know, same time it was like Smegin. Oh, these do exist, and people do seem to use them, or at least I think they used them.
They do.
Yeah.
There's also near the greens. If you go behind it, there's some self-service ones as well.
Ah.
Just washing machines that you fill with money and laundry.
Yeah, cool. Interesting.
So in the event that your washing machine ever decides to crap out for no good reason,
I know has happened to at least friends before. Because I think at least in university,
it happened to me.
Yeah.
In uni.
Yeah, that. I was saying, like, it's happened to several people even when we were in university. Okay,
Or did it happen to be in uni, or was I just lazy? Both of these are perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
Because I absolutely remember just washing a pair of jeans in the sink at one point, and I'm like, was this the best idea I've ever had? No, did it?
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, at the very least, I used to hand wash my clothes in at least first year. I would hand wash my pants and socks because Smegan, I was like the Smegan. The issue was in university you had to pay for the Smegan things.
Yeah, you did. But it wasn't much.
Not much, but it was enough that I'd Smegan bankrupted my Smegan. We always the Smegan corner shop next door is always out if Smegan.
Always that small change.
Yeah, 20p coins, I believe.
Yeah, it was the same for ours as well. Though I will say, if there is one advantage that the laundry reunion had, it was the fact that I don't know about yours, but you could check its progress online.
Yeah, I think it had that. I never used it.
I did. Like the laundry for me was just across the road,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, it's good to have this information to hand, kind of thing.
Yeah, I get you.
There we go. So begins the cocaine. Dump gasoline. Put these in gasoline.
Yep. Use the gasoline to extract the sugar from the.
There we go. Now take 6 minutes.
Mixing and matching, making qualities of beef. That one should at least be done. These ones aren't even living on quality yet. I don't have any. Having one. The issue for me not buying something fertilizer. Oh, there's a bit more in here. Or product into mold.
That was another. Like.
Oh, just one brick.
Put 20 products into brick mold.
I really should have turned the light. Really? Really? Is that all the light we get? Okay. Okay, so I just do it from the top. Right, okay. Then we've got 2 bricks. Yep. Okay, now we have to sell in quantities of 20. So I best get on with my mass production of. Should have known that was why my lettuce plants had stunted.
don't know why it never occurred to me that you can rotate the plants.
Yeah, it's because it's not really useful early game. It's more of a when you get your electric trimmers, then they become useful. One of those things for shop. The sweets you can buy are saying stuff that makes you see the hat man.
The Hat Man is trying to give me a wet willy.
And it's like saying stuff that we are growing, and it's like, yeah, this is the. I'm not going to call it safe because rock candy is, proven to increase
Rock
obesity.
candy,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Obesity.
Yes. Obesity rates,
Obesity rate, bad.
yeah. Whereas Smeggin, like with Smeggin, at the very least with pure sugar, it's like for the most part, pure sugar is all right. It's just that it's too expensive.
I require the gasoline. Wait, I can, if I remember correctly, I can gasoline hot. We'll get back to my hat. Okay, Mr. Copper, you want to try? Good. Get shot.
Yeah.
Next. Go in the magazine. You don't need any more.
Oh yeah, you're stealing weaponry from the Smeggin.
From the authoritarians that are trying to stop our delicious candy market, yes.
Yes. What they call the FDA. But it's not the FDA over here, but I don't know what ours is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would be the FDA in the States. What is our equivalent to Food and Drug Administration? Which is hilarious that both those orgs are combined in the States, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. It's the United States has a terrible organizational structure when it comes to enforcing the law. But I feel like it's obtuse on purpose to make it easier for lobby groups.
There we go. I have now ordered 40 units of Gooseline.
Gooseline.
Ah, excellent. I have brown sugar.
Oh, nice.
I will now put this brown sugar in the oven to make it into white sugar, because absolutely how that works. Said fucking no one ever.
It extracts the molasses.
Yeah, it makes more sumptuous. Fuck it. No. There's only so far that I can go with this cake. Bye.
No, that's fair. But
when does my gasoline? 35 minutes. Start another cycle of cook down.
Yeah, I'm still growing more lettuce. I hope to have several bricks of lettuce. Unfortunately, swinging drying lettuce takes so long.
Just hit 4 a.m. My
delivery's not going to arrive till the morning. Like, much of this game is not advised. Saying time does not work the same way. At 4 a.m, time stops in this game.
Time is an odious concept.
Unlike in real life, which is why you should never try anything you see in this game in real life. Please ask your parents' permission before ingesting cat. Right, okay, I think that's as much as fertile as those are going to get. Everything else is not finished drying. So, time to go to sleep. Hello, 122! Nice to see you again! But I don't know how the audio is today, but according to the thing, Hawkwick should also be hearable. But,
I should be.
So yeah, we are continuing the game last time, except from this time we are growing a bit more sugar than the last time. Like they are, our lettuce farm is. I'm still doing the lettuce right now, but that's mostly because I have no idea how to farm sugar. Whereas that's kind of what Hawkwick is trying right now.
Yeah, I mean the creation of it, like the actual leaves, not different. That's the same procedure as normal wheat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the processing it is again. It's not even that it's difficult. It's just gasoline, leaves, cauldron, mixy mix.
Yep.
And then the result you put into a lab oven that makes 7-gram rocks. That's how I roll.
Yep.
I have long year to go. All these references and more brought to you by the year 2008.
I'd say to
Or
her.
whenever fucking Charlie Sheen's madness was. I can't remember.
It sounds like it was 2008.
No. I was still in high school, so I think.
Right. Yeah. I honestly don't know because it's like I keep recently rewatching. Yeah. How are we doing today? We are tired, I believe, is the general mood today.
Planning for a wedding is stressful. And it becomes more stressful even if you got everything sorted out reasonably. No, the stress persists.
Yeah, it's when you start looking at the dates of things, yeah, no, it's like
Reality kind of strikes you.
Yeah, time creeps up on you much faster than you'd ever like.
Damn Skippy. Like, obviously, I am beyond happy that I'm getting married. I'm so looking forward to it. At this point, I'm mostly looking forward to it being done. So I don't have to stress anymore.
Yeah, I will say, Sven, from what I've seen, your wedding planning has been expensive business.
Well, that's the thing. Expensive, yes, but we've been doing it relatively on the cheap. We've been doing it quite frugally. He says £900 photographer, £400 harpist that's played for the royal family.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. Not ours. The Norwegian one, I think.
Yeah.
I'd have to look it up actually.
Royal family's royal family.
That a royal is a royal,
Yeah.
regardless of the nation.
Yep.
Yeah, because I can look up gigs that we've done.
Okay. Ask the fertilizer. Bring it bring me lots of fertilizer. Because I have a feeling we're going to be using this for a little while. Let's not order that many fertilizers. 60 will do. But yeah, in general, oops, crap, no, shouldn't brick that yet, because, right. Everything gets dried. When it is of good quality, it gets popped into a brick, and I sell bricks of lettuce now.
Oh, it's where is my awesome?
Having to ignore my customers right now, unfortunately, because although they wish for the lettuce, because I'm now making it in brick form, it's not easy to produce enough of it to satisfy demand. I think most of them want sugar anyway. Yep, what have I been up to aside from the wait thing? Well, what have we been up to aside from the wait? But
oh, we're about to say, yeah, very different people, very different.
I was gonna say, because for the most part now, to be fair, for the last few days I've been trying to source carbon dioxide.
That was its own. I mean, again, done. You have the CO2 canister now.
Yeah. Yeah, I own a soda stream. It's what the majority of the stuff I drink is Smeg soda stream stuff. Some concentrated fizzy drinks. But the place that sells them didn't have them in stock when I went shopping, just in general, right? And then after I was like, okay, cool, when do you get your next delivery? They said 3 days. Okay, so I arrived back in 4. They still didn't have any. So I had to go to an entirely different shop another day because I'd arrived just as that other shop was shutting. And yeah, and that was yes, I actually have it now. But other than that, it has been trying to figure out what I want to how I want to schedule things, honestly, because as we're talking about time, Smegan, August is coming up for me in 4 months now. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you just hit me with the realization that we're almost at the midway point. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. The midpoint of the year, why that matters to me in particular, is like, as usual, the midpoint of the year is Clock Day, which, cultural festival, kind of thing, where and myself, I need to make an animation, right? It's the one point of the year when I do, and it's like, it's a bit of fun, so I've got to organise that.
I want to find a way to try and help you with that.
Yeah, honestly, like when we do a full cultural festival and we get, Svegan, people to just make things, it's really fun.
Yeah, I mean, remembers the fucking Clock Day, not last year, obviously.
I think
3 years ago now?
Yeah, I think it might have been, honestly.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah.
Oh, that was its own fucking...
Yeah. But, yeah. It's saying, yeah, Clock Day is always a really fun celebration. Yeah. when that happens, I've also got to think about like after clock day, I have to have several things done by the anniversary of my streaming starting because I think it's been 5 years now. Yeah, so I need to I need to do something special, and I have been preparing things and trying to get those organised, but I don't really want to.
Like, I remember you started streaming after me.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I kind of decided, ah, fam, I'm done with this.
You played Dark Souls, and
I played Dark Souls, and I went hollow.
Yeah.
Whereas I am coming back to streaming this year, hopefully within the next 2 months. Really, like, internet's already set up at the new place. Thankfully, that was quite rapid. But actually getting an actual stream in place, we'll see how I feel. I want to.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's like these things are not. They're not always. They take a little bit of preparation, especially because it's like saying.
Certainly do it properly.
Yeah, that. I'm gonna say it's like saying not every video wants to put up a swinging placeholder introduction screen like I have that says,
No.
"Hey, I've lost this. I've lost where I've put my introduction screen. Please be patient. I'll have another one eventually."
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to most likely have new stream assets.
Yeah.
Either by talking to Infinite Atom, the person that made my old one, or talking to my fiance.
Yeah. I have enough seeds to Technically, I do have enough seeds to start growing sugar, but not yet. I'll keep with the bricklaying for now. I wonder how they're going to start responding to me saying, "Hey, you should buy your bricks of lettuce in 20 Smeggin bud quantities." Yeah.
Well, again, the bricks are more specifically designed to go to the dealers.
Yeah, they are, but I like mass production.
Oh yeah, same. I wish that there was a much better way to mass produce these rocks. There ain't.
I was gonna say like this is the mass production of lettuce, and any more is are still. I believe it's the only thing stopping us from expanding further is profit.
At the moment, it's less profit, more land mass. I have bought a barn though.
Yeah.
So we could do that.
Like, man, recently I've been going on walks more often. Saying things are honestly getting a lot better on my end in terms of being able to walk. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I just sent that to the wrong place. I just accidentally sent you some gas station dick pills. I'm on my way to collect them.
So quite the present to receive in the mail.
Crazy guy. I've nothing for me to steal. What about you? Cool, a D-cell battery. Thanks. I don't want that. You're Benji. You have money for me. Give.
Okay. Pop my stuff on a shelf.
Hi, homie. I have to lay low here a bit. Shot cops. Wait, I should... Ammo. Alright.
On the other hand, I'm off to the church to deposit some money.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm here. Some, like, difficult. Of which were too many for me to be able to carry all of them.
Smeg, I got Svegan arrested. Oh, well, I'm back here. They took £150 from me.
Oh no. Something. At one point, that could have actually hurt our operation. Now, no.
I was gonna say, like, Svegan, we have our lettuce farm is profitable enough, it's just self-sustaining. The fact that I've got like 11 bricks of lettuce and 12 jars off. So.
Oh yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna do that now. That's... It's one of the deals.
Look up.
Annoy. Have that. Oh, so much fun. Ah, yes. Excellent. Take pills away! I'm dead cop.
Yeah. The FDA are overstepping their boundaries.
So they got capped.
Yep. So we are.
I'm defending some kind of right, presumably. Can't necessarily tell you which right now, but something.
Man, I'm glad I don't have to top up the sprinklers.
Yep.
I do wish to eventually increase the. I don't know what I was going to say. I just sort of trailed off. What I need is some of those Svegan bin bags, not bin bags themselves, but things that you put bin bags in. Janitor clothing.
Oh.
So that is in fact Caramel Dancing that Hawkwreck is currently singing.
A cover of it, a metal cover of that. Actually, who is it? Oh, it's Little V. Of course, it's Little V. Like, what is this? Little V. Yeah, that's right. MG. There you go.
Russian tubs inside the bricks. This is done. Right, so create. Dude.
Yeah, for the reasons I don't fully understand, the music just kind of stopped as that cop came out, and I just tapped him. Oh god, I'm fucking magazine on my dungeon. Wait, cops. Steal ammo. Steal ammo from ops. You had a full mag. Thank you, you'll do.
The police, our main weapons supplier.
Well, yeah, kind of at this point, unless I literally decide to buy the fucking gold M1911. There's no reason to.
I was gonna say, that's still technically, like, you know, that would still technically give us the ammo. I assume that the gold M1911 still shoots F-45.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm like, well, there's no point. Just a fancier version. Oh, it's time stopped.
Yep, don't worry. I need to hang these out to dry first, and then I can have another batch of lettuce growing.
Ah, excellent. Now music is Sonic Adventure 2.
This really is my chill game. It's like, you know, Svegan, we've got Hawkwreck out here capping cops, and Svegan, and I'm in here doing, you know, nice gardening.
Yeah, you're doing agricultural projects, and I'm like, death to pigs.
I'm providing the community with much needed lettuce. That's why the Hawkwreck is destroying the FDA to make sure that our supply gets out.
Damn straight.
Unfortunately, like, you know, you can't grow an infinite amount of crops on the same soil. I kind of wish you could. Like, technically you can with enough rotation, because in terms of things, like, the majority of what crops need is nitrogen. Nitrogen can be replenished by growing vegetables that are they are very friendly to bacteria, which nitrogen fix, which means they process nitrogen in the air and they turn it into nutrients for the plants to grow out. most common of these is peas and beans, but the but there's at least two other nutrients that need growing. Vintage Story actually has a very good agriculture system where it takes into account those, which are phosphorus and potassium. They are needed for different things. Nitrogen, I believe, like anything sort of stemmy and leafy, those are nitrogen based. Like they got a lot of plants. They're I put okay. Sorry, there was a little bit of an error there where Svegan it stopped rendering the thing, or at least I don't know. That'll be caught on camera if it does.
Indie game is ended.
Yeah. Let's see. I can forgive visual glitches. Okay, it's time for sleep. I've realised it was wrong chat. Half of this. Looking at exclusively the YouTube chat instead of the the combined Twitch, YouTube, and thingy chat. Okay. Also continuing to grow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skateboard to that guy's house that I got stopped at. I can pay the rest of my bills. Because he has to clearly import the sugar seeds from the Caribbean colonies.
Correct.
It's one of those things. I really like agriculture and gardening, but I've actually done very little gardening in my life, mostly out of space. Because one of the issues with it is that agriculture requires more space than I've ever actually had. So. We have a decent amount in the bank. This can't stop me. All I'm doing is
It can't stop you from.
If anybody's wondering what that was, a long time ago, I believe we were talking about the metaverse, where the comparison between what Facebook were trying to do, and I know what Facebook have cancelled, so it's not really much of a thing. But Svegan, like one of the things was that the metaverse had been was very sort of strictly not moderated, but controlled, restricted for any non-paying user, compared to Svegan thingy, right? So I came up with the best comparison, which was like, Svegan. Svegan. The reason why the metaverse is bad compared to VR chat is because in VR chat they can't stop you rotating cows in your mind. Whereas the metaverse tries to, because they had the system of like to have a world, or you'd have to buy virtual land. And it's like, that's not how things should work. A free and open internet society requires the freedom. Requires the freedom to rotate cows in our minds.
That, as a general rule, if you ever feel oppressed, despite the fact that ideal world, who knows, your situation may vary. But if you ever feel oppressed, just if you want that slight moment of no one can stop me, just think of a cow. Any kind of cow. It can be 3D, 2D, whatever. Just start slowly rotating it in your mind. No one can stop you. Your mind is your own palace.
Mm-hmm.
Rotate that cow. Make it go spin.
That's how you know you're free. You can rotate a cow in your mind, and the government cannot stop you.
The government cannot stop you from spinning mind cow.
In our case, earlier on today, it was both the cow from the Polish cow dance song, the one about the one about sugar, but they say it from because of my mind being my mind, it also mixed with the cow from Astiv movie. We both used Linux, correct? That has only been correct for one day.
Yeah. Okay. So I use Linux mostly on my server at the moment. But as of not yesterday, but the day before, Lister's secondary PC, the one that I tend to use while I'm here, now also has Linux on it.
Mm. Yeah, it's like we have it. It's, I can't remember what it's called.
Dual booting.
Dual booted, yeah. So like so I'm able to test out the distribution we're using is Bazzite, because it seems to be more or less what I would choose to use.
It's very close to Windows. A lot of the compatibility features that you would want for running games on are just kind of set and forget. They just work. I was able to get Flash 8 installed and working and animating and exporting within the time that Blisters was in the bathroom.
Yep, I was going to say, like, it was very quick. And he even made a full animation.
I made a little wavy man.
Yeah, he made a stick man waving.
Which, granting that, again, I've not properly used Flash 8 since I left high school, being able to do that from memory felt nice.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, it's fine. He's not been making animations once a year like I have. So, like, it's fine. For me, I was like, yeah, I'm a maker. I'm a maker. A motion tween. With
shape go wee.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the fact that it's like it runs a Windows program that old, right? It's like, yeah, okay. But I tested 4 things, right? One was Toho, which is basically exclusively Windows created. I don't think Zune ever really thought about bringing Toho to Linux at all.
But that just worked.
Yeah, that just worked. Like, swinging, no problems whatsoever with it. Another was Age of Empires 2, for something developed directly by Microsoft. Worked perfectly fine. Worked slightly better, honestly, than what I expected from what I usually have on Windows. Then there was also Krita, which also worked perfectly well.
I mean, again, the upside with Krita is that whilst I believe that you need the version, I don't know. I don't... With Krita, because there is a native Linux client, when you were running Bazzite, or when you were running Steam on Bazzite, sorry, it may have just downloaded the Linux client.
Yeah, probably, honestly. Sounds about right. But
again, it just works.
Yeah. But the tutorial thing that I was going through was basically, learning those few those things of like, okay, how do I use Linux? And so far it's like, okay, right, there are little things that I need to keep in mind, but Bazite actually just comes with everything that I need to be like, okay, after that's how you install things that are Windows exclusive.
Yeah,
that works for me.
and obviously, if you ever need a hand, you know where I live.
Yeah, Bazite seems pretty cool. Vote is that immutable. What is it? It is immutable.
I mean, Linux generally is immutable by sheer virtue of the fact that it's a project made by thousands of open source contributors. As opposed to Windows, which is closed source, made by a corporation that could at any time go bust, and that would, Oh god, I've never actually thought of what would happen if Microsoft went bust, and that's a problem.
If Microsoft went bust, somebody else would buy them.
They'd have to.
Yeah.
Someone would have to buy Microsoft's assets,
Yeah.
and they'd have to buy Microsoft's source code.
Yep.
Because the alternative is actually quite terrifying.
I was going to
I
say,
think.
the world runs on Windows. It still does, even if we're slowly moving to a more Linux society. Smeagol, it's impossible for somebody not to immediately pick up Windows because,
Windows is what people tend to sell as an OS when you're just buying a computer. It is the most well-known OS. It is used primarily still in offices, unless you're France.
Really?
Oh, were you not aware of that? Yeah, that's the thing. So, the French government have very recently started a mandate. They are pulling away from all American software.
Ooh.
Everything in France they intend to be made within house,
Nice.
within France. So that's why they pulled away from Zoom. They pulled away from Teams. They are working on either finding or developing a Linux distro that will work for their purposes. Yeah, no, France are going. Not necessarily full open source, but they're certainly going full non-American for globally relevant reasons.
Yeah. But, Krita, because Krita is made by KDE, and the squirrel you see when start up is the same guy who drew Conchi, the current KDE mascot. I mean, is in an immutable distro, the type where the core system is read-only, so you can't modify
yes. Yes, actually. That was something. Okay, two things actually. While I was installing Bazite that I loved, because admittedly I'm using List as a PC kind of as a test for eventual deployment on my own gaming PC. I already run Proxmox on my server, but yeah. One of the things that I loved was the fact that there was just a little tick box that you have to click to enable root user. It's not enabled by default. Thank you. That's just. And I know why that's the way it is with Bazite. Bazite is purposely constructed to be as minimizing of potential user damage as is possible. Combine that with the fact that I think that the OS does inbuilt snapshots as well. So in the event that remember how with Windows you can do the whole system recovery thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, but actually functional and not bad.
Right.
I think it's 30 days worth of snapshots that it takes. Like, obviously it rotates.
Huh. Right, okay, huh.
So in the event that anything ever went wrong, you could just recovery point.
Right, okay, huh.
If I read and understood correctly. I could very well be wrong. But most importantly is the point of, Bazite is built so user playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes is minimized. Which, granting that it's supposed to kind of be a replacement for consumer grade OSs for the gamers.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yes, good. Sorry for misunderstanding the use of the term immutable, but you are correct.
it's like I'm kind of new to Linux. I'm entirely new to Linux. For the most part, I've been a Windows loyalist for like the longest time. It is very recently that I've been like, okay, no, like Windows has finally broken my trust.
Whereas I've been either experimenting with or using Linux for God knows how long. Like, obviously, again, I use it. I use Proxmox as my hypervisor for all of my OSs on my server. And yeah, those are all just Ubuntu server. I think maybe minus one of them. One of them might be Fedora. But I do that just because it's like, excellent. This is simple, this works, this is bare bones. It does exactly what I need it to do.
Yeah. It's one of the things, technically, I believe an OS really needs to do. In fact, that's what an OS should be. It's like, it does exactly what you need it to do. That's why I've kind of, thinking I'm a little bit dissatisfied with how Windows has done things recently, where it's like they want to try and introduce new features, but to me it's like I just need things that work and work for a long period of time. They've not been doing that.
No.
And they're on schedule to do it to be even worse with that. So
so on that, they have acknowledged that they fucked up. They have acknowledged that fundamentally, right now, where Windows is in a bad place. And they apparently are having internal conversations regarding how to fix that. I'm gonna be real, the first answer is anything relating to artificial intelligence needs to be removed immediately. Gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That is also my perspective. I'm I'll admit I'm extremely anti AI, but I'm openly a Luddite, so
Whereas I'm against. So it's one of those great hypocrisies. I'm a technologist. I love technology. You and I are kind of opposite ends of the fucking spectrum. However, AI, big quotation marks, because it's not intelligence. It's effectively a bloody. It's a stupidity machine.
I was going to say it's the illusion of intelligence.
That.
And it's like the fact that the people who are making it are so convinced that it is intelligence is friggin' shocking, honestly. Because, it's anybody who actually knows how these things work knows that, okay, this is how it emulates intelligence. But it's friggin' I do constant tests to see, okay, right, how intelligent is this thing actually, kind of thing. And it's fine. I believe it's important to know your enemies, and it's like I've run into so many times where I know for a fact this looks like it's right, but it's not. It's like that's the thing. AI, or at least Svegan, what they're pushing as AI, LLMs and stuff, seem like they're intelligent, but they're not. Like, they are very charismatic about it, like extremely charismatic. That is the thing that they are, and that's why I take my perspective on it. It's if they do actually produce intelligence, I don't think that society's ready for it.
No.
We need significant reforms to ensure that. To ensure, basically, there's some
humanity is not in a place yet where I would trust mankind with artificial general intelligence.
Yeah, that we were discussing yesterday, I believe, where there was an agreement that between OpenAI and Microsoft that Yeah, that if either of them had managed to develop artificial general intelligence, then both of them would get the IP for it. Like both of the so both of them would get the rights to any profit kind of thing. And to me, that's horrifying because the first thing we think of when we create a sentient being should not be how do we profit off this.
That, like, artificial general intelligence is the hypothetical end of the AI arms race. It is the point where we have created something that is not only actual intelligence, it's capable of proper learning, communication, self-awareness, effectively. Once we have created that, we shouldn't be worrying about, oh, how can we make money off this? No, we should be worrying about the fact that we have effectively created the next evolution of life.
Yeah. At the very least, it's going to be the first sentient creature that has been on Earth that is not human. And and it very much seems like the corporations are rushing towards that without considering the consequences of it.
What's that line from Jurassic Park? Something like, scientists always thought of if we could do it rather than if we should.
Yeah, you spent so long thinking about how you could that you didn't ever think about if you should.
That's the one. Thank you.
I think the intonation on that's different, but I haven't seen Jurassic Park in 20 years, so 20 years, probably more. Jesus, sorry, time has gone by. Yeah. Isn't AI just very fancy mathematical mathematical algorithm?
Kind of. So, with LLMs specifically, I would say yes, but that's why AGI is something that's fundamentally different. AGI is more a philosophical problem rather than a technological one. Because however we get there, the problem is that we have made a hyper-intelligence. We have made something that has the cognitive and processing ability of mankind combined. If we make that, we need to consider the ramifications of that. We need to take a sit down in our big boy pants and realise that what we have made is something that could hypothetically see us as quite small, quite insignificant. I'm not going to invoke Roko's Basilisk. I'm not, because it's a thought experiment, nothing more.
Yeah.
But in the event that, say, a hyper-intelligent AI saw us and saw how we treat the planet, saw how we treat other people, it may see our existence as a net negative and see us as something to either be reduced or eliminated to reduce risk to itself or to Earth in general.
I had a somewhat of an existential crisis because of that recently.
You did. And, again, it's... AGI, at the moment, is pure science fiction.
It is. It's nowhere near. People saying it's a prediction algorithm. We've had prediction algorithms for decades. And this is no different from any of those.
That. What we have right now is nothing to be concerned about outside of the fact that it eats resources and basically provides you with nonsense.
Yep, I am. My opposition to AI right now is mostly on ecological terms.
That.
Like, that ecological and societal terms is what I would say, because it's like, the issue is I don't believe that they are going to reach that point that the Smeggin, the concerns I have about the societal implications of creating another sentient being on this earth are anywhere close to what we are developing. People seem to think that AI is going to be self-developing after a while. I think we're way off that. But
we are.
Yeah. The issue there is that there are a lot of experts who say no, we're something like a decade off it, and some experts are saying we're only about 5 years off it. And either way, both of those are going to end the world if we don't actually properly set some controls on it. And I don't know if the political sphere
The political system is not prepared for either eventuality. Now, what I must stress is when I talk about my opposition to AI in its current form, I mean shit like ChatGPT, specifically. There are uses for what we currently deem as AI that are helpful. I'm talking stuff like material science, genetics research, biology, pharmaceutical research. These are things where AI is actually helping. You know what's not helping? Make big tittied snake woman print. That's some bullshit.
issue there is the stolen data that they're using to train those.
Oh, that's an issue. Yep. Like the fact that you are stealing the work of actual human beings to this training data for your goon machine. Like, nah, absolutely not. I find that abhorrent.
Like, once again, this is a thing of, like, society was not prepared for this, and you can tell by the fact we don't have laws that are enforceable around this, you know? Like...
Exactly. Like... And it's not just, obviously, we have people making goon machines, we have people falling in love with AI, which...
That's a big... That's
deeply...
That's a
horrifying.
That's a psychological issue. Once again, we do not have the proper infrastructure to, you know, just to deal with the mental ramifications of such a thing, because that's a new health condition that has been developed, right? You know,
yeah.
So yesterday we were discussing how hard it is for gambling to be controlled, and it's like, okay, now we've got another thing like something like that is like, okay, this preys on the mentally unstable, and what is the solution to this? We don't know, because it's so new, we don't think it. Just, you know,
its own kind of worrying.
Yes. Yeah, like, overall, it's just smanging. And I say that as a person who's not necessarily against waifuism, right? Because like that, you know, that whole idea, like, you know, at one point in time I was very much for it, and at this point in time I'm like, let people be people. It's Megan. It's not harmful, but when it comes to AI, it's like, okay, they've made it harmful, and admittedly, it's like, and I know that. I've recently found out that tulpas are a thing, so it's like, okay.
What do you mean recently? You've only just learned about tulpas? Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You were not around for that horror.
I wasn't. I was kind of like, you know, I kind of distanced myself from that bit, and I didn't get that part. So yeah, Svegan. Yeah, it's like these things are. People have been doing these things for a little while. They've been breaking their own brains. Now this is a way for outside sources to break people's brains. Is the issue, you know? It's like, and until there is decent understanding of how this sort of psychologically affects people, I think that, you know, it's once again the thing. I think we should put the brakes on a bit. I don't necessarily think that the development of AI is by its nature something that is bad for humanity. As much as I am a Luddite, it's like my Ludditism comes from the genuine complaints of people who are the original Luddites. Their issue was always not so much that those machines were a thing, but that that artisanal jobs were going to lose value because of the mass production of these objects, and it did. It's like there were massive job losses and massive livelihood losses, and there are some genuine artistic skills that don't exist anymore because the machines just sort of outdid them. Now we preserved the best of them, and handmade things are now 4 times the value. But, you know, this is the problem with AI. There are legitimate there are legitimate use cases that for people to use, right? And AI makes a cheaper and worse version of them, right? And this is losing people's jobs when it really shouldn't be. Because hello, Astrophy99, I am there. Sorry, so I was going on a bit of a rant. Can you hear me? Sorry, it's the thing of
Welcome to Deep Philosophy with two fucking, two human people.
Yeah.
Get your philosophy strictly from actual human people. AI is not currently, and I'm gonna have to keep using that fucking distinctor, not currently capable of philosophical thought.
Yeah, the thing with philosophical thought is it's like there are I think that humanity is was losing the plot with it summarizing before AI even started being a thing. We have some the peak philosophy was Smegging YouTube, believe it or not. I think Smegging, when YouTube started to have people on YouTube would start to talk about things they were genuinely interested in.
The democratization of philosophy.
It's one of the things of one of the things that I genuinely love doing is listening to enthusiastic people talk about the things that they are enthusiastic about.
Yep, my great loves in this life.
Yeah, and that's why Sven YouTube as an introduction to philosophy was brilliant, because it's people would cite their sources, right? Sven, I have trouble reading, not out of anything really, but mostly because I never really it's mostly fiction books that I've had trouble reading, but I also tried to read the Analects of Confucius, never got around to finishing that. So it's I do have trouble reading things a bit, because of how I pace myself more than anything. I like to throw my self at a thing for about a chapter and then be like, okay, I should preserve this. I should deconstruct this in my head so I can properly understand everything that has just gone on. And that does not necessarily that does not make for fast reading. But YouTube was always a brilliant place where it's you could multitask when doing it. People who are genuinely really interesting, you could watch with friends and be like, "Oh, this is this philosophy. What do you think?" As we are watching it, and we can pause it and be like, "I personally, I think this." Yeah, kind of thing.
That save you amount of time spent doing that when we lived together.
Yeah, exactly. Swinging is when we eventually moved out from each other, it was genuinely something we rather missed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's but yeah, philosophy and stuff is genuinely interesting when it comes from actual people. A lot of people try to summarize it out of thingy, and I understand we're all busy people, and the more I've grown, the more I understand. Holy crap, the average person has no time. But
no, it's so true. That's half of the problem, is that we all want to do, as a general rule, people want to do things that will benefit humanity as a whole. But the issue is, that's great, but with what time? Because we're kind of forced to do things that continue persisting.
Yeah, that it's actually having the thing to the time to live. Because if you actually have enough time to properly live, then you can do things such as eat healthily. Because once you, if you have enough time, you start learning how to cook, and if you learn how to cook, you know how to use somewhat healthier ingredients.
Universe, where's income when? And I know I'm trying to not get political. Lamau, not trying to get political, but no. Give people the ability to live the way that they want, and in a lot of instances, you'll find that people actually create stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How you wind up with artists?
Yeah.
Because no, not every artist is Degas or Picasso or fucking not every musician is fucking Mozart. But if you allow people the opportunity to try, that's how you actually wind up with cool new shit. Yep. And if there is one thing that humanity needs, it's more cool new shit.
Yep, I agree.
And there's the whole idea of there's nothing new under the sun, and I'm like, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that. We don't have a large enough sample size. Because most people are having to focus on working a shit job to continue existing. It's why I'm happy that whilst I would much rather that my fiancé didn't have to work, they do, but I'm going to make sure that they don't have to worry about eating good food or having a clean home or ever being stressed out, because that's going to be my burden.
Mm-hmm.
As a result, you know, I get to live with the person that I love. Great success, good trade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yo, Benji, you're still selling the mech. Good.
There we go. That's his name. Maria.
Excellent. Fine, yeah. Hey, it's 5. Right now, I need to quickly.
I'm going to grow another batch of lettuce, but afterwards I might have to start growing the
volcano.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling that the supply has been expended.
Yeah.
I'm about to check. 7 grand. Thank you. Yeah. Oh wait, no. You're one of the dealers that I gave it to. I need to go talk.
Should really look up to see if Sven, the dealers need, like, if you in order to sell things, if the dealers actually need the thing up on the market. Because like, it would actually help us a lot not having constant phone calls, unless they are for my own lettuce. At the very least, we're making a ton of profit.
No, dodgy man that lives in a tent. Oh, you're actually out dealing right now?
Oh, is that what he does?
Yeah. He is one of our fine distributors.
Sells food to the community. And sweeps out the back of the van. Right, so in 38k. Yeah. It's one of the things, like, I'm not sure what to, like, yeah. It's like, because it's in bricks, it's kind of a little bit too much for me to just individually be like, hey, you should try our product.
I mean, you don't need to sell it, you don't need to turn it all into bricks, especially if you like doing dealing as well. Don't turn it all into bricks, turn some of it into jars. Obviously, having an amount in bricks means that we can just distribute that to our network, and then they make us cash money.
The issue is I don't actually like the dealing that much. I'm just more of a, hey, this gets us direct monies, and therefore when I'm sort of, because we've got most of our agriculture automated, it's like I can really I don't need to. I've got time here. Oh, Benji's still outside. Where Benji's? Don't know where Benji is. Little man with fan. Okay, no, he's got things to sell. Come on, don't lag on me now, for Smeg's sake.
Well, it's on the same network.
That's 20 brick. Gone.
20 whole bricks?
Yes.
Jam. How much did they fine you?
I don't know. Smeg, I didn't pay attention. I'm
That's
just
fair.
frustrated that they've taken 20 brick off me.
That's fair.
How long streaming for? Should ask if
Cat wants food? Yeah.
yeah.
Wants food? Yeah.
So much brick. Smeg and Benji was out. Smeg lost all that brick.
Follow me. Oh, fucking death hallway.
I think having lost that much, I'm just like, yeah, I might want to. Yeah, okay. Smeg and Hotbrick has just also been arrested.
In fairness, I got arrested for murder. Oh. And for moderate severity drugs. I don't know what I had, but... Assault with a deadly weapon? Come on, I did more than assault. Give me some No! All the way over here. Oh. I have begun our expansion.
Yeah.
Pudding?
We can sell some savoury snacks to people.
I presume from your exhalation that you're wishing to call it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's once again the thing of like, yeah, that's enough of that
that's
for now.
A lot of products.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Okay, cool. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. I have been Alisters. Here today with me has been Hawkwreck.
I wish for the sweet embrace of death. Most days.
And I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. I'm about to repeat exactly what I just said.
Yes, you are. Congratulations.
What's the word I say after that? I will see you guys next time.
Buffering.
Yes.